Hi my lovies, and welcome to day 3 or Wednesday of drugstore week, and I'm so excited you guys are like getting all into the full swing of it and you're enjoying the videos and you're using the hashtag DMdrugstoreweek, which is obviously Dramaticmac's drugstore week. It's making me so happy, so thank you so much guys for watching and tuning in and following me on Twitter and Instagram and stuff and tweeting me things. You guys are just the best. So today's drugstore video is going to be a full face of MUA. I'm going to look a little bit different in the first half as I am to the second half of this video, because I pre-filmed this video like 2 weeks ago I think, and for whatever reason the initial footage of it got corrupt, so we're only day 3 in and there's already videos like getting corrupt. But thankfully it hasn't happened for any of the other ones. Bear with me on it. So to start, I'm going to be taking the MUA Dry Skin Define Hydro Primer. This primer is actually not too bad. It's really strange. It's like a jelly-like consistency, kind of like wet almost going onto the skin, but it's super hydrating. It has a slight fragrance to it as well, but it's not like overpowering. So what I did with this the last time is I just left it to sit on my skin just for a few moments to kind of soak in, and then once it had soaked in it kind of became a little bit tacky, and then I went in with my foundation. This wouldn't be normally a primer I would select, but it just seemed to be kind of the best one. Now for the foundation I picked up the MUA Skin Define Matte Perfections foundation. Now as normal the selection was pretty poor for this foundation. Like, you're not going to get really deep colors. There are some pale colors. I just found that this foundation was just not for me. Not to spoil the video too much, but you'll see in a few moments how not good my skin looks with this foundation. It's the wrong undertone for starters, and I'm kind of tanned at the moment. The sun has been shining here in Ireland, thank God. And the undertone in this does not match the colour of my skin, and it didn't look good. There was kind of like a pink hue to it. It wasn't an expensive foundation in any way, shape or form. I mean, MUA is super affordable. It's just not a good foundation, but I'm going to apply it anyway because we're doing what we did in the last video. And you can see like when it goes on, it looks quite nice. Like, it's kind of full coverage. It's just as it wore, and definitely throughout the day. And as I was looking back on footage, I was like, wow girl, your face is just not nice. So you can kind of see there's like a grey, I don't know what it is, like a pink, but there's like a grey to the foundation. It's just not good. I did not like it. I'm just not overly keen, and the formula is not suitable in any way, shape or form for oily skin. You can see already it's definitely quite hydrating looking. But if you have dry skin, you might love this. So for my primer, I'm going to be taking the Pro Base Eye Primer from MUA. This is actually not a bad primer. Now, I'm going to be taking this palette. This is the Burning Embers palette from MUA. You'll see from the video that I had a huge amount of issues with this palette. I'm taking this cream shade first of all just to set the lid. It was very difficult to blend. It was poor pigmentation. The matte shades are not bad. I will say that though, they're not bad. Makeup Revolution do much more superior palettes for just a little bit more, like 10, 11 euro. I wasn't keen on these eyeshadows, I'll just say that much. So next up, I'm going to take this shade here, which actually is not a bad shade. I'm just going to place that right through my crease. I actually quite enjoyed this shade out of all of the shades. It was quite pigmented and it blended out quite nicely, and there was no harsh lines from it. But after that, it went downhill a little bit. So guys, I'm going to zoom in for you and I'm going to do the rest of the eye. It'll be from footage from last week, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video and enjoy drugstore week, and thank you guys. Mwah. Okay, I'm gonna deepen up this eye look a little bit more, and I'm gonna take this real dark chocolate brown and I'm just gonna take it on a little pencil brush and just kind of place it through the outer kind of V of my eye and just through the crease. Gonna take a brush just to blend all the harsh lines out from that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this shadow up here and I'm just gonna place that on my outer and inner corner of my eye, kind of doing like a halo look. Shadow is not showing up at all. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go in with this deeper one down here beside that brown I originally used and try that one. A little bit better. It's not great. I might try a little bit of this like pink shade as well. Mix it in on top. Okay, yeah, so that's showing up a bit better. Wow, that's showing up loads. Very pigmented. This is probably going to look a bit crazy. There's so many colours going on now. Okay, I'm actually hating the way my eye looks right now, but I'm gonna keep persevering and try and salvage it. I've tried my best to blend out the crease like as best I can and putting the purple through with that mauvey shade, and it's just turning into a bit of a mess. I'm gonna mix this orangey shade and this shade here together, and I'm gonna put them in the center part of my lid. Right, I'm going to place the cream shade that I originally used underneath my brow bone, and I'm going to try and fix as much as I can of this. It's just not blending well for me. The shadows are just really choppy, and I don't know what I'm going to do because this eye look is looking a mess. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyeliner. I got this eyeliner called the Wet Look eyeliner, and I like my eyeliner to dry matte, so I'm presuming I'm possibly not going to be crazy about this, but we're going to see how we get on. Okay, the nib on it is really stiff. There's very little flexibility. It's quite difficult to actually use. Okay, I'm not overly keen on that eyeshadow or the eyeliner. Just putting that out there right now. I just think it's a mess. I'm gonna take my brow product, and this is the Powder Longwear Sculpt Brow. So it's like a little pomade gel. I'm actually taking a different brush to apply it because that eyebrow brush is not great. Okay, so far that's one of my favourite things that I've actually used today. I'm going to go in with the concealer next and apply that, and this is the Cover All concealer. I got two concealers. One is the Radiance Under Eye Concealer, which I think I'm going to pass on. I'm going to go with the Cover All because this foundation is a little bit oily looking, so I don't want to add any more oh my. What shade did we get here? Fair. Silly girl, that thing. It's going to be way too light for underneath my eyes. It's a really weird consistency, this concealer. It's kind of like greasy or something. Oh my god, could anything else go wrong today? This is like the worst concealer ever. Oh my god, guys, look what's happening. I actually want to cry. I just want to cry. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's the weirdest consistency of concealer I've ever used in all of my days. It's like oily, but it's taking off my foundation underneath. Like, you can clearly see what it's doing. Take my Collection concealer and I'm going to place that underneath my eyes instead. Much better. Concealer would have reacted the exact same way if it was in any other shade. Just not happy with the formulation of it. I just want to show you what the concealer is like. Look at this. Like, what is happening? It's like really greasy or something. There's an awful lot of water in it in comparison to the Collection concealer, which is just, I don't know, more full coverage, and this is like greasy and oily. Like, what is that? Time to set my under eyes. I'm taking the Skin Define Matte Perfecting Loose Powder. Okay, I'm just going to pop a little bit of this into the lid. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a translucent setting powder. I'm going to pack that on, or pat that on rather, underneath my eye. Far so good. I'm going to take one of my favourite products from MUA, and this is their translucent pressed powder. This costs £1 and I love it. Love it so much. I use it on a daily basis. Okay, I'm going to go back into this eyeshadow palette reluctantly and I'm going to take this pink shade down at the bottom and just going to place it on the outer and inner corner. So it's the same pink I used on the eyelid. And then I'm just going to take that gold and the pink shade or peachy shade. I'm just going to mix them together and place them on the center Now I'm going to take the mascara, and this is the Volume High Impact Magnifying Mascara. I'm just going to place that, oh my. Gonna mix it up. It's a bit dry looking. Oh my god, there's like no product coming out of it. Guys, I just want to give up right now. I'm persevering here, but this is actually the biggest fail one brand tutorial, and I'm gonna say that right now, that I've ever done. I had really high expectations for MUA. Everyone was going crazy about this brand and tweeting me and saying that I'd love it. Slightly coating my lashes. I think that's the best I'm gonna get from it, to be honest. Right, so next I'm going to contour my face. I did get the Bronze and Sculpt Contour Kit. There is a highlight shade in the top part of it, but it completely shattered, like it arrived like that to me. I emailed them about it and I never heard back. Another product did get shattered as well, I'll show you that in a minute, but ooh, the contour in the bottom part is fully intact, so we're going to use that. I'm just going to take a contour brush and just going to chisel my cheeks. That's not actually bad at all. This contour shade is actually quite blendable, which I'm excited about, or just happy in general. So I feel like everything I've gotten today is kind of like a fail. And the next thing that I purchased that shattered was the blush. So this was like £1. Not really overly worried about it, but it's just going to be a bit tricky for me to use it for the video, but we'll see how we get on. It's like a peachy shade. It was called Lolly. Actually quite a nice shade. It's just a really subtle blush. So the highlight that I did get was this one here, and I'm very excited about this because I've heard great things about it. This is the Undress Your Skin Iridescence Gold highlight, and it's so pretty. Oh, I really like this. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, finally found something. So for lips, I said I got two different kind of lip options. I got a nude and a purple because I wasn't really sure what shade I wanted to wear on my eyes. And now I'm kind of looking at it, I'm going, let's just go crazy and just go with the purple. But the shade that I got here is Dark Thistle for the liner, and that was only like €1 or £1, sorry. And then I got the shade Cookie in their Velvet Lip Liqueur, so we'll see what these are like. The lip liner is extremely creamy. Very happy about that. I'm really happy with the lip liner. Very, very, very creamy. So let's try the liquid lipstick. Oh. The lip liner and the liquid lipstick definitely don't match. So that's what that shade looks like, and that's called Cookie. I actually quite like the liquid lipstick. Like, it was a tiny bit patchy, but you just put another layer on top and it's not actually that bad. One application will cover your entire lip, and then you go on with a second one, it'll just make it a little bit more opaque. I'm just gonna discuss the brand and then I'll come back and try the nude one. Okay guys, so let's discuss MUA as a brand and what I thought of it. To be honest guys, and I love affordable brands. You guys know that that's what my channel's all about. I love affordability. I mean, I'm doing drugstore week here because I love to bring you guys like fun, exciting, really affordable makeup products and things that I am just in love with. I think MUA has probably been the biggest one brand tutorial fail for me. I just didn't like so many of the products. They might work for you and that is amazing. I hate being negative because I don't really have any reason to bash a brand that sells things for £1. Come on, like £1. That's amazing. The brand's just not for me at all. Makeup Revolution, I much prefer it. They've kind of like the same price range for some of their products. The same with Essence, definitely more superior. Catrice, these are all really affordable brands. I just feel like this brand kind of fell short for me. Now the eyeshadows. So you get 25 shades in here. There's a good selection of colours, but the shimmery shades or the kind of like foiled shades are not great at all. I really struggled to get any sort of pigmentation onto my lid, and I feel like my eyes look awful. Like, I just feel like they're unblended. They just don't look good. I want to briefly discuss just the broken products that I received. Okay, I know they're £1 and this was like £4 and whatever, but I did contact them in customer services, and that was last Thursday, and today is now Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday. I was like, what day is today? Tuesday. So that's been 4 working days and I've heard nothing back from them, and I was just kind of saying, you know, my products arrived broke, would I be able to get replacements, because I wasn't able to show them to you guys on camera. Just so happened I was able to show them, but I was filming today, so it's a bit late now. But I was a bit disappointed with their customer services in that way. Like, you should be responding to your customers within like 24 hours. That's like general protocol. The sculpting powder in this I actually quite enjoyed, and the blush was actually a nice colour. Now this is probably the worst product from the day, and that's their concealer. I just don't understand this concealer. It just was not nice underneath my eyes. Very like oily / greasy, really hard to blend. It just kind of sat on top of the skin. No. And I was obsessed with the highlighter. I'm going to definitely pick up more of these. I think it's really nice. It's really subtle, but you can totally build it up to a little bit more of an intense look, and I really enjoyed that. Kudos to them for making amazing highlighters. And then finally the lip products. So the lip liner, really easy to use, nice and creamy. Liquid lipstick, a little bit drying, not gonna lie, a little bit drying. The colour is amazing, I love it. The application of it, great, like it really went on quite nicely. 2 layers and it was opaque, but it's just a tad bit dry. So that is the shade Tranquility. I'm not crazy about that colour, to be honest. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I'm sorry that it was a bit like higgledy-piggledy and all over the place. I just wasn't overly crazy about MUA makeup, and I can't lie to you guys. If you love it, I'm so happy for you that things work out from the brand, but for me it just wasn't my favorite makeup tutorial that I've done, and the makeup was just too high maintenance for me. It's very strange because there's so many affordable brands that I absolutely adore, and I thought this would be another one I could add to the list. Unfortunately not, but thank you so much guys for watching nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying Drugstore Week. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and do let me know what other one brand tutorials you want me to try out, because I will be doing more soon. I know MAC is due for you guys as well, because you did want that as well. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I will talk to you all very soon. Mwah! Bye!